back to my channel, Dressed in Black. I'm your girl Naima Brianna, owner and creator of Dressed in Black Boutique, back with another video. I usually would have, a black shirt on, but it's the first snow day. So yay, it's snowing. I thought I was gonna do DoorDash today. I just tried to make it to the post office, pulling up my socks, sorry. I just tried to go to the post office down the street to deliver a package, and it's a no-go. Like, my car kept slipping and sliding, and my car is not like super old, it's 2008, but she ain't built for that. And there's no way I was gonna make it. Like, it's no way. Like, the money is good, but it's not worth my life, and I can't afford a new car. So here I am making a video for y'all, so enjoy it. Moving on. And today I just want to get into some mistakes I made in the beginning half of starting my business, pretty much all the way up until now. I mean, it hasn't been that long, but I think I started in October. I had the idea that I wanted to start a business, and from just picking a name all the way up until, probably a week ago, I've been making, some big mistakes early on, and hopefully, I'm sure nobody is probably as forgetful or, like me, and this is just from my own personal experience. You guys are probably a lot better at it than I am. So yeah, let's get into it. The first mistake I made, or one of the first mistakes I made, was picking a name. Just out the gate, picking a name. I picked the name Dressed in Black, and I thought I could spell it with like a I-N, like the normal way of spelling in. I think what it was, I don't know if it was taken or I just didn't like it. I can't remember. I don't think it was taken. No, it wasn't taken. I'm looking on Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that, and I was just trying to compare which one had like more people on there already using that name. And I looked into the trademark database because I plan on also trademarking my name. So I didn't go with that one. I went with Dressed in Black because I just thought it was more unique, and my name began with an N, so it was kind of perfect. So when it came down to putting my name in, and I'll show some pictures, I think it's still on the database. All the paperwork, I don't know what was going through my mind, like the email, the trade name, the actual business papers. I kept putting in I-N instead of N. I completely, I was so scatterbrained. Like, it was just so easy to put in Dressed in Black because that's how you would normally spell it. It starts the process, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't realize until I went back and looked at it that I put the wrong name in. And it was like a good, I think altogether, the only thing that was free was the, what do you call it? Like the sales and tax use number, but everything else you gotta pay for. It was a few $100, and I didn't get that money back. So I had to reapply. They could cancel it out, but it didn't give me my money back. I called the lady. I'm in a frenzy. I'm like, oh my God, can you please do something? Can you cancel it before it processes? And she was like, yeah, honey, I'll take care of it, yada, yada, yada. And technically she did, but they told me I was going to get my money back, and I never got it back. So I had to pay another, I think it was like $400 altogether for both of them. Yeah, I spent a lot of money just putting my freaking name to get registered, just to become a business. But always look your name up first to make sure it's not taken already in that state. Don't make that mistake. Use the right name. Second mistake was, and this is one that constantly gets on my nerves every day, the LC at the end of Dressed in Black, LC.com. I have to put the LC because my trade name was stolen. And I have a theory that I believe what had happened was I kept looking it up to make sure it was available. And every time I looked it up, it was free. It's been free for a while. And then the day before I was gonna buy it, I looked up on GoDaddy.com. And I looked it up once. It was free. I go back to look at it again when I'm about to buy it, and all of a sudden it's taken. And I'm like, nobody is randomly looking at dressedinblack.com. Like, come on now. So I go to the site that apparently took the name, and it's just some random, it looked like a little fake site, that somebody threw together. There's nothing on there. And I'm like, okay. And I email them, like, customer service, like, it's really, really weird. I just looked it up yesterday or the day before, and all of a sudden it's taken. And they're like, oh, that's weird. Do you have a trademark with? I'm like, no, I'm in the process of doing all of this at the same time. Like, I just find that it's a little bit more than a coincidence. And I look it up, and other people have said that when they use GoDaddy, that all of a sudden their domain names get taken. So I'm saying to you guys, do not look it up on GoDaddy, at least not on GoDaddy. I ended up using Namecheap to buy my domain name, and I had to put the LC at the end because obviously mine wasn't taken. Mine was taken. So yeah, don't look it up on GoDaddy.com. Be very, very careful how you look up your name, because all of a sudden it could get taken because they want you to pay more money. It's only like, was it like $14? It was something, really, really cheap. Like $7, $14, I can't remember. But it's something really, really cheap, and all of a sudden now that it's taken, they're willing to see if their lawyers can get it for me for like $80. I'm like, no, you tried it. Like, I'm not falling for them scams. I'm not doing it. So when you look up your name, or even use a fake name, just to see, like, put in, like, I don't know, chocolatebanana.com, and see if all of a sudden the next time you look it up, has it been taken? Yeah, because they want you to pay more money for it. Something shady about GoDaddy.com, so I'm telling y'all, don't use them. If you already did and it worked out for you, great, but it didn't work for me. And their customer service, they were very cocky. They know they scamming people. They up to something. And I wish I would have kept those messages, because there's no reason that we should be going back and forth. Like, you're a company, be professional. If you honestly think you're working for a company that is on the up and up, it's just a certain way you behave, and you can tell that they're used to getting these messages that they're stealing people's domain names. And people work very hard. They have dreams, and you messing with people's dreams. Like, that's not cool. My third mistake, it's not like a mistake, like a huge mistake, but when making my business cards, it was two things. I forgot to put my daggone email address, my contact information on there. I had my social media and my website, but not my email address. And I don't have a business phone number yet, so that's the only way you can pretty much get in touch with me, unless you go through my social media. So I had to actually go on the back of each and every card and write my email, which is very time consuming, on my thank you cards and my business cards. I did it on both of them because I did them at the same time. I used Canva, and then I got my business cards through Canva, and I got my thank you cards through Vistaprint. But I made the same mistake on both of them, because not only did I didn't have my YouTube handle, because I didn't know I was going to do YouTube yet. Like, I made this stuff months ahead of time. Like, I've been working on having a business before anybody even knew. So I had all this stuff ahead of time. And then, I don't know why, I just picked, like, matte. Like, the way you want your card to look, I picked matte instead of glossy. And they're going to come looking really dry, y'all. Like, let me show you one. So, like, the business card doesn't look too bad. But the color isn't as rich as it looked on the computer. Like, it looks super duper black and super dark. It's like the snake skin in the back. And I had to put... I had to literally write, like, everything. I had to put my email and my YouTube. I alternated every other card. The thank you cards, super horrible either, but you probably can't tell, but they're like really dry. They're not like shiny and pretty like the ones that you get at like stores and stuff. And I had to write information on the back of those too. Just little dumb stuff. Like, my brain don't be functioning sometimes. I think I was so like busy and so excited, I just forgot like small stuff, you know. Yeah, I think the mat is better for just personally like a natural type brand, if that's what you have, like skincare or food or something like that. But for me, for clothing, I prefer the shiny, like glossy type look. But I didn't pick it only because I was being cheap, and I thought that it would just come and it would just look like a regular, you know, just regular card, but it looked extra dry. And I'm like, okay, so there's no way around it. Like, you kind of have to choose the glossy. Like, no, I think I choose uncoated. Is that what I chose? It was just don't choose them unless that's your aesthetic. Another mistake I made yet again, just not paying attention. I seem to have 2 of everything in here. I have 2 ring lights. I have 2 like what do you call them, like dry erase boards. I have 2 desks. I have 2 of everything, because when I order stuff, I could have swore like I was paying attention, but I guess I wasn't. And like, let me show you. The other ring light I have is really small. It's like a baby ring light. So this is the little baby. And I mean, she's good. It was like $20, and I don't know why I thought I was going to get the full blown for $20. Like, but I ain't know no better. I really be making mistakes on a regular basis, y'all. This is probably why I sucked working for other people, because every 5 minutes I'm like, oh, I need the manager. Like, it was bad. They was sick of me calling them over the intercom. It was, yeah. So, I mean, just pay attention, because like I said, I done dropped so much money into this business way before I even got a return. And it'd probably be a while before I get a return on my money. Like, I could have saved myself so much time and so much money just looking at details more before finalizing stuff. Like, really, really take the time, do your research. Don't be so quick to buy stuff just because you think you need it. I mean, you can really get through with just the basics. You don't need a ring light. You don't need dry erase boards. You don't even need a desk. Like, I have plenty of tables that we use at cookouts and stuff. I could just use that. Like, the only thing I needed was some shelves to put merchandise on. Other than that, you good to go. Like, just make it simple. Just keep it simple and upgrade when you absolutely need to. Like, I need a new phone. The back is shattered. I dropped it. Every time I hold it, I get little glass shards in my hand. But like, I'm working with what I got. I would like to get a nice camera. Who knows, you know, maybe for Christmas. I don't know. Another mistake I made, well, everyone already know about, if you watched the first video, that my pre-launch wasn't as long as I would like it to be. And I guess that's like a personal choice. Not really a mistake if you already have a following and stuff like that. But yeah, that was just a little one. I already talked about that one. But another one, I don't have enough like branding. Like, when I did my pop-up shop, everybody had like these pretty banners, and they had their name across the table, and you know, their name on their bags, and these fancy cards and little souvenirs. And I'm like, y'all like, are y'all rich or something? Because like, where do you get all this stuff? For one, how do you find people that make this stuff that's not Vistaprint or custom ink? You know, people that's going to charge you through the nose. Like, where do you find this stuff? And how come I ain't hear about it? Like, you know, I just wore a regular black shirt, which was cool. I really don't feel like a business necessarily without having my branding together. I want people to be able to look and be like, even if my name isn't on it, I want to have a certain look that they're like, oh, that's dressed in black, you know, brand recognition, pretty much. Like, you know what Target looks like, even though you might not see their name. You might just see the bullseye, you know? So that's what I've been working on. It's starting to come together for me. I think I kind of like the sunflower and snake skin type thing. Like, they're both parts of my childhood. So different halves of me, my mom's side and my dad's side put together. And that's kind of what I was going for anyway with the black, white, and yellow. And I didn't really know why. And then I was like, oh, okay, kind of starting to make sense. Because I had a snake growing up. So, yeah. I don't know if it's still alive, though. Probably not. But, yeah. So, I'm working on my brand recognition. Just trying to help myself be more recognizable. We'll get more banners and fancy t-shirts. But that stuff, it don't make you a business. Because you still got to sell stuff. You can have all the t-shirts with your name on it in the world. But that don't mean nothing. I'm being patient with this journey. I'm trying to save more than I spend. I'm trying to do as much as I can by myself. You know, that's why I wanted to start this channel too. Be more proactive. You know, it's not just buy. It's, you gotta put yourself out there. It'll lead to more opportunities and more chances for me to grow. And it would probably really have helped me to have a mentor, somebody who could have walked me through a lot of steps, because I don't have anything like that. I don't have anyone that has like a business in my life, you know, personally, that's close to me. And things are hard with COVID. If you can get a mentor, I would say that's very beneficial. It's cool to learn to do stuff on your own, and you should. But having somebody that can kind of hold your hand a little bit and walk you through it will probably save you a lot of time and a lot of money, and give you a lot of like good tips and good keys that other people are not getting, at least not as early. You know, you can get ahead of the game. So those were my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, something like that, mistakes that I made. I didn't want to do like a true do and don't, because it's different for everybody. My do's might be a don't for you, you know? So I'm not going to sit up here and be like, don't do this, don't do that. Unless it's literally like a don't, like putting in the wrong freaking name for your business. That's obviously a don't. But yeah, that's why I just did a mistakes video. And I'm probably going to have a part 2 because it's me. I'm going to keep making mistakes. I'm going to keep being a klutz. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Please like, please comment below, share, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now YouTube. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Well, I'm taking my hair out. That's why it looked like this, and I threw this head on. It's Christmas time. It's alright. So I'm taking my hair out. I'm uploading the video. Guess who deletes their video as it's uploading? That's why I'm like, okay, I need to put this in here. You gonna make mistakes, y'all. You gonna make mistakes in your business. You just are, especially if you like me. But you know, thank God I always keep a backup on my cell phone. So don't delete it until it is on your YouTube studio page or whatever. It's uploaded and it's finished. Do not delete it. Do not delete it. Like, keep it. I was going through everything, deleting all the stuff I didn't use for this video, and I accidentally deleted the freaking video. But thank God the backup was on my phone and it saved all the settings. I ain't had to re-edit it or nothing like that. So I just wanted to add that, y'all. Just keep going. Don't give up. I was about to scream. I was about to go back to retail for a minute. Thank you, Lord.